This is a short video just to show you how to download completed exercise solutions and open them up in your own environment so that you can review the code. So each week, once we've completed the exercise, I add a solutions folder for that week that inside it contains the code for that solution that you've been working on. Now, in order to get the solution uploaded to Moodle, I have to compress it. So you'll notice that all the files are .zip files. So what I'm going to show you today is how to download that file, uncompress it, and then how to open up the solution so that you can then run it yourself. So let's jump back to our most recent exercise that we were working on, which was week 7. So it was week 8 and it was exercise 7. So if I go into the exercise 7 solution, you'll see there is the cityarray.zip. So I click on the file and it automatically downloads. You'll see it down the bottom. What we want to do is, if we click on it, we want to show in folder. So don't try and open the file because it won't open successfully. You just want to look at it in the folder. Click on show in folder. If you miss this option, then you can just go straight to your downloads folder. That's where it'll automatically store it. So you'll see where now it takes us to the downloads folder and you can see the city array. You can recognise it's a zip file, a compressed file, because it's actually got a wee zip on the file icon. So the first thing we want to do is, when we're on the window with the file with the wee zip icon, we want to right click on that folder and go to extract all. So this opens up another window that asks us where we want to store the extracted files. So what it's going to do is it's going to unzip the files and place them in a folder. So at this point you can store them wherever you want to. I'm just going to leave it in my downloads folder, but by all means you can put it onto your drive somewhere. So I'm going to click on extract. It takes a few minutes and then you'll notice that there's now a folder without the zip. So this folder now contains all of the solution. So when I go into the folder, it's got another folder, and then in there you can see are all the files associated with that entire project. To open up the project, initially you might be tempted to go straight for the C# file because you'll recognise the CS extension. If you do that, what will happen is it will only open that individual C# file. You will not get the XAML file that actually shows you the user interface. You won't get any of the configuration. So if you do try and run the solution, it won't work. So you need to open up the entire solution in order to get all the files to be able to run the actual project. So you're looking for the solution file, and that's got the .sln extension. If you double click on that, it'll automatically open up Visual Studio and it'll load it with all of your project files, or all of the project files you've downloaded. So it's just taking a wee minute. Here it is. So we'll say OK. And now what you'll see is it has opened up the solution. So you'll see the main window. If I double click on that, you'll see the designer for the solution, and then of course if we expand you'll see the C# code. So all the files are there, and also if I run it, it will successfully run it. What it'll take a wee minute to run it first of all, because it'll have to build it. Okay, so remember, building means it converts it into binary. So it'll do a build and then it'll run it, and you can see that's the actual application running, and you can start playing around with it. And you've got full access to it now. So you can look at the codes, you can use the debugger, put in breakpoints, you can do whatever you want. You've got full access to the solution. So just a couple of key points there. Download, unzip the folder that's got the wee zip symbol on it, extract it. To open the project, double click on the file with the .sln extension to get the whole project loaded. Okay, great stuff. Hopefully that will work okay for you guys.